Now, little girl, you can't take your dolly to school. Okay. All right. Get on your butt. Where's your bag?
Oh!
Oh, see, there we go.
I'm in the lounge, kids.
Okay. Morning, everyone. It has been a few weeks. I really had one hell of a sickness. I don't know what happened, but I had some kind of throat infection. Then, and it still isn't completely gone. I mean, the infection is hopefully gone, but the sore throat is still a little bit sore. So that's kind of a problem. But the first antibiotic I took didn't work, and I just got worse and worse. And then the doctor got nervous because a really good antibiotic didn't touch it. So he flooded me with really, really powerful antibiotics. And when you take antibiotics like that, it screws up your whole system. And boy, oh boy, did it screw up my system. I was not well. There were days where I literally got out of bed, took Pretty Girl to school, went home, went back to bed, got up, went to pick her up from school, went home, went back to bed. This was my day for, you know, I probably lost 15, maybe 20 pounds. And I have not been on the land in 2 weeks straight. Not 1 minute have I spent on the land in the last 2 weeks. So today we're at least we're not doing a lot today. I just wanted to say hello, but you know I am alive. I have lost a lot of weight and I am still very tired, very weak. But today we're going to make a trip out to the land, take a look at what's happening out there. We're just going to see kind of what happens, one step at a time. Today we're not going to be doing this much. My throat is still a little sore, and talking isn't the best thing for it. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time today, but just want to give you guys a quick update because it has been a couple weeks and I've been so sick. I swear I was so sick. Now I'm getting back to normal. Slowly. I'm at least able to eat. That's a good step. Alright, boy, we're going to run up to the grocery store. You ready? You going to do it? Gonna have get some stuff? If I remember right, the last thing I did was plant out this tray of papayas. And that was almost 3 weeks ago. And they're finally starting to pop. I was starting to wonder if these seeds were ever going to pop, but take a look. We've got a bunch of them starting to come up, and there's a bunch of them just poking through. So we are getting the papayas. No, you don't need to ferment the papaya seeds. I've tried this with about 6 different techniques. And to be totally honest, the best way to do it is just to cut the papaya open, put the seeds in the dirt, and water them, and wait. It takes a while. These seeds don't pop quickly, but when they do pop, you get them. So we have, what do we have here? We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. So far we have 17 of the 38 that have sprung. They're going to stay in this tray for another couple weeks before we transplant them. I wasn't planning on going to the land for a long time to get much done today, but I sure didn't plan on it pouring today either. We got one hell of a rainstorm. We're on our way to pick up Pretty Girl from school, and hopefully we'll run out to the land after that, because I haven't been out there in a while. I got to take a look at what's happened. Pretty Girl's asleep in the car. We're not going to spend much time here. I'm still not as healthy as I'd like to be, but I do want to take a look. I haven't been here, like I said, it's been more than 2 weeks since I've been here, and I wanted to get a look and take a look. We got an issue already. Once again, they got another fire going over here that spread and burned down this entire section. I'm getting annoyed by this, but until now they didn't cross over, so I think what I'm going to have to do is put a roadway along the property line and drive up and down that so the fire doesn't cross that bridge, kind of as a fire break. I really want to turn this compost pile. It's been probably 3 weeks since it's been turned, but not today. Don't have the time, don't have the energy, don't have the manpower. To be honest, I can't do it. We're not going to worry about it today. I tell you, this section here is starting to fill in more than I expected, but I shouldn't be surprised. We did get a little rain. Everything's going to pop. We're going to take a look at some of these trees that we've got planted and check for pumpkins, because we did plant pumpkins throughout this. Now, this mahogany is one of the last mahoganies we planted, and if you take a good look right here on the tip, we've got good new growth. Now here's a cedar that we had to, again, this is one of the last ones planted, but when this was put in the ground, it didn't have any leaves on it. It was literally a stick, and I was a little concerned planting it, but look at all the new growth. A lot of new growth. It's a good sign too. Even with all the neglect, they're coming up. Now right here we've got one of the last mahoganies we planted. But if you look right next to it, we've got pumpkin and moringa. Pumpkin and moringa. Got a whole bunch of them starting to come up all the way down here along this fence line. It's nice. This is the kind of thing we want to see. I've learned a few things about the moringas, but we'll get into that another time. The important thing is we're getting a lot of growth. Moringa, pumpkin, moringa, moringa, pumpkin. This is a good sign. We still need as much moringa as we can get to grow. It's not a problem. It's still really, really good. It's just, there's an issue I didn't realize, but it's not going to affect the way I plant. See, we're getting good moringa growth. Here's one of the moringas here. We got a whole bunch of them coming up over here. This is good. This is going to be for mulch. Alright, I was under the impression these are a legume, and they're not. They do not fix nitrogen, but they have a ton of nitrogen in them, so we need to get some more Leucaena in here, which we know is a legume. Alright everybody, we're back home. There were some things there on the land that I didn't show you. And, well, to tell you the truth, I was about to lose my temper, so rather than get into it, I decided I'd wait. It's really, today being my first day back after such a long time being so sick. I'm so sick. I still don't feel, I'm not up to full strength, but it was nice to at least get a look at everything. It's really quite frustrating to put all this time and effort into things and have other people just with no moral character, just horrible human beings, think they're entitled to your stuff. It's very frustrating. So, we'll get into what happened another time. So that's it for now, guys.